Good morning, Resilience family.
Good
How
morning,
are you doing today? Good morning, Crystal. Eh, and what's the little one name? Wait a
Malila.
minute. Say it again.
Malila.
Malila. Good morning, Malila. Girl, she said, who said my name? Good morning. So to my listeners, guys, good morning. Welcome. I hope we're having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday morning. I hope it's a productive one. Started out and gonna be a blessed day today. Today, guys, we have an awesome guest. Crystal Slater is in the house. Miss Lovely. Hey.
So excited to be here today. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, guys. So as we all know, they celebrate this wonderful month of October as cancer awareness. That's how I call it. It's also domestic violence month. I talk about all this throughout the year because just because they deem a month, we need to talk about it all the time. I want to bring awareness all the time to the matters of the heart, to the matters of our soul that affects our families. Yes. So, Crystal, how are you doing? And please tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Good morning, everybody. So I am and God is blessed me. My beautiful daughter. I carried her while I had her.
Okay, Crystal, can you pause for a sec? Hey, my audience, we have some technical difficulties. I can't hear you, Crystal.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can. Yep, you probably have to move a little bit closer. Move up some.
How about now?
Yep.
Okay, so sorry about that. Everybody,
that is okay.
We're sorry about those technical difficulties. But I am a stage 4 lung cancer survivor, as well as a postpartum hemorrhage survivor. And I'm so thankful to be here live, and I was able to carry my youngest while I had cancer. It's a miracle in the midst of all of this. So I just, honored to be here on the show and share a little bit more about my story, how I came to be who I am today. And thank you so much.
Thank you. So before we dive in, tell me your meaning, your definition of resilience.
It is one's ability to persevere, and despite all the things that may happen in life, resilience is really that strength.
It is that strength. You are correct. So let's dive into this. Start at your beginning, where you would like to start with your story.
Well, I would say that my story started even from the time that I was born. I was born 4 months early, 1 pound and 12 ounces. My whole life, I have been right. I have beat everything that said that I couldn't make it. And my whole entire life, I have just strived to just make a difference in everything that I've done. Whether it's been working as a lifestyle coach, whether it's been helping people or working in construction, or really just being a mother as well as an ambassador for health for Arizona. I just try to give my best and just really just share with people just the blessings that come along with just being life. I came from a strong military family. My dad was a lieutenant colonel for over 25 years, and my brother is serving in the Space Force as a lieutenant colonel. We just have very strong discipline as far as how we look at life. I see no color. I see no economic status. I just see the person that God intended a person to be. And as I've gotten into this part in my life where my health has to be priority number one, it really changes how you can look at things when you have a near-death experience. For me, I had to, and it just it opened my eyes to a brand new part of life, and that God really can give you an opportunity each and every day to be great. We don't have to our circumstances. I don't look like what I've been through, and I'm thankful for that. I give God the ultimate glory because every time we make it through something, it's a way that we can use it as a way to bring a message to someone. Every test that we go through, it's a testimony to share people that, hey, even though when life happens, you can make it. So that is my story, and I hope that we can share a little bit more, about it. But that's it in a nutshell.
Oh my gosh. So I want you to educate us a little bit.
Okay.
On the diagnosis that they gave you, that you're fighting, that you're still, trying to stay healthy for your family, for yourself. Educate us, give us a little bit of education. School us, would you please, today?
So when it comes to getting a diagnosis for cancer, it is not something that you automatically know what you have. There is a series of tests and blood work, as well as an overall physical assessment they have to do on your body. Understand like what your blood is like, understanding what your heart is like, where your current metabolic status is to determine how to best support you and help you. So when I first came across my situation, I went in as preventative care because you need to know your history of your family. One of my family members had suffered from a severe blood clots, and she almost literally a month before I went to the doctor, and I said, you know what? I don't want that to be me. And I told my doctor, I said, I need to go in and get my chest checked out because I've had a history of someone in my family that was very ill. And I have 4 children, and I don't want to have that situation be where I'm on my deathbed because I didn't check. So when I did that check, I didn't have the blood clots, but I found out that I had a nodule that was a little bit abnormal. And so I went in for further tests. They did not find anything that was cancerous at the time. They tested me for other types of infections that can happen in Arizona, including valley fever. They tested me for like tuberculosis, all different bacterial, viral infections that they could. Tested my blood. Everything came back normal. So the choice was to then to monitor me because I was pregnant, and just to see how things progressed. They did not think that within 9 months there were going to be such a significant change. But when I went to come back to the hospital after I delivered my daughter, I had a situation where I delivered a second child. And that child was not delivered in the hospital. It was at home. And they kept telling me that I was something else. And I was like, I don't feel like this is great right now, what's happening with my body. And I started connecting with other people in the healthcare industry, doulas, certified OBGYNs, telling them my story because I wasn't getting the support that I needed. And I just said, you know what? I got to stand up for myself. I got to ask for the right appointments. I have to find out what's going on with my body. And when I went back to the hospital, that's when they told me that I had, suffered a loss. I was hemorrhaging internally, blood clots. My body had never gone back. And that at that point in time, they recommended that I do the procedure for the miscarriage to try to get rid of everything. And I did that. And I found myself at the hospital the next day, coughing up blood. I could not even walk. It was a serious situation that I didn't even know what was happening. And all the while, this nodule inside of me was growing. The stress, just environmental situations, just life. As a young person, cancer grows at a lot more aggressive rate than it is for an older person. And when I was in the ICU, and they ended up saving my life because I did not, all the blood came out of my body. I had to get 15 units of blood. My blood was no longer clotting. Is when I was in the hospital fighting for my life for that week is when they did new tests again. And they found out that nodule had doubled in size.
Oh, wow.
They were very concerned, but I had just survived 2 major surgeries within 2 days.
Mm.
And, it just wasn't possible because there was a procedure that I need to do that was going to put me back under again.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's a procedure that, I could have died from as well. So I waited, healed, and I came back and did this procedure. And then that's when I found out what it was. But nothing that I did up until that time ever indicated that I had cancer, that it was something that was, life-threatening. I had no symptoms. And so lung cancer is a silent killer. A lot of times when people find out they have it, it's absolutely too late.
Oh, wow.
Has, gone to a place where it cannot come from recovery. So I'm just very thankful. Everything that I went through, even though that it felt like, a living hell.
Right. And what's probably so strange to me is because how they negate, everything, now listen to how we know we're listening to our bodies. Right. They're probably thinking like lung cancer is normally, like you saying, in older, age people,
At all. I did not fit the statistic. So it was kind of like, okay, even though I don't fit the statistic, this is what I got going on.
Right.
We can't ignore the signs. We can't ignore the physical manifestations that are happening. But how are we going to address that? How are we going to help this young woman with now at the time 5 children, fight for her life? And their answer to that was, we're going to find a cure for you, is what they said. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And I said, absolutely. I will do whatever it takes to be here for my family, to see my kids graduate, to see my great grandkids.
Yes.
Things. I just started speaking life into my situation.
That's good.
People were reading scriptures and saying, Crystal, read these scriptures every single day. You need to speak life into your situation.
Yes.
Tell you this is the end result. You keep doing what you need to do. You keep running. You keep working out. You keep being the light that you are. I don't care if you got infections in your eyes, which would happen to me. I couldn't see sometimes. So I did what I had to do. I fought through the pain in my arms and my hands, my hair falling out, losing over 60 pounds, being this vibrant, woman. Now I'm like 137, but I'm taking in every aspect of that and saying, okay, God, what do I have to do? What do you need next for me to do? And that chemo is like a fire.
Woo! I only can say I've seen it. I never experienced it, Lord. But
it kills everything good and it kills everything bad. So you have to build yourself back up. And it's been and some days I have good days and bad days. But I want to tell you, you need to go back. And if you do have anything going on, get checked out. I go back for PET scans to make sure that nothing is in my body that can hurt me. You know what I mean? Because, there is times when your body experiences inflammation. And a PET scan not only shows cancer, but it shows any inflammation that you may have in your body, including your lymph nodes. And that's what carries a lot of times that cancer to other parts of your body, is how your lymphatic system is flowing. And what are you doing to make sure that that stays where it needs to be? So that's part of the journey. And the other thing I want to talk to you about when it comes to cancer is that one of the major culprits of that is sugar, processed sugar.
Wow.
That we take in every day.
Girl.
Most people do. It's in everything that we have. It's in our cereals. It's in our juices. It's in our peanut butter. It's in the common things that we think don't have it. They put little amounts of processed sugar in it. So we have to make sure we look at our labels, and you want to try to eat things that are natural, fruits and vegetables and things that occur in a natural state. Those are the things that are going to help you be better. But they don't always tell you that. One of the things I asked them when I went into my PET scan, I always ask, what are you putting in me? Because I need to know. Because is it me or is it going to help me? Now, they tell you that it helps you, but every time you take something like that, it hurts you as well. I said, well, what is the component of this mixture? How are you able to tell that there's cancer in the body? It just looks like a dye. He said that radioactive sugar inside of that PET scan dye that's put inside your body. And it goes every part of your organs through your bloodstream. And anywhere you see glowing is where cancer is present, because the cancer eats the sugar, and that's how it glows on your ultrasounds for everything.
Oh, wow. And here we are consuming it. Because I know, Lord, forgive me, I got a sugar addiction, Crystal. And I've been so trying to kick it. Lord, I admit it. You know how they have all your other addictions. I have a sugar addiction. Dawn, Olivia. But that's one I know I need to kick. And that's probably why I'm having these issues. But anyway, Lord, this is good. Thank you for bringing light to this. Seriously, because and I thank God that you're here, because in the United States, the stats say 1 in 5 die, from cancer.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And for women, it's 1 in 3 for cancer.
Wow.
We, Black women especially, and I say that because I represent a lot of different nations right here in this body. I'm not just Black, but there's a very high percentage of Black women that are dying in record rates. We have the highest rate in the world of hypertension, highest rate in the world of cancer, highest in the world of obesity and heart disease. We are at the top.
Wow.
So that means that we have to do better. And it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. What are you doing for the inside?
That's good. That's good.
One of the biggest things for cancer is environmental and stress. And we carry the weight a lot of times on us, and we carry it for years. But are we letting go? Are we healing? One of the things they told me when I was going through the battle, they said, this is a mental game. It's not a physical. How are you mentally going to withstand going through everything that you're going to go through? Because you got to let go of everything if you want to make it. If you're having problems in your relationship, let it go. If you're having problems with your kids, let it go. If you're having your job, let it go. You can't have anything holding you back, holding you down, keeping you hostage from what you're trying to do with your body. Your body knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, it talks to you.
Your mind, I'm going to beat this. I have the soul of life in me. Sickness and disease cannot live in my body. With God, I'm healed with your stripes. These are the things you got to keep telling yourself, because your mind knows it's going to know healing before you do. And in life, that is exactly what happens.
Wow. That is good. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here like in shock and awe. I'm over here like, this is some good awareness. This is some good, education, some good facts. And it is. We need to take better care of our bodies, our insides, our health,
Yes.
So help someone that's trying to do that. How do you think would be the first step to it? How can you overcome like this slump, because you done had this repeated pattern, of not doing,
I think the biggest thing, and this is what God always shared with me, is that you have to be willing to surrender and say you need to make a change, that you need to do something different in your life. It's like something in you is going to tell you. You ain't going to have to know. You know that you got to do something different, because you're going to have those signs in your mind, in your physical. It could be someone you see, someone that you know. Everybody knows somebody that's gone through something. We don't want to be that person. We don't want to be that person that is on that deathbed, or even the person that can't walk, or that person that, loses body parts, or just your mind because of what you've been through. We have to make the change, because today is the only day that we have. Tomorrow's not promised. I'm in a OSHA certification class right now in construction, and people sometimes are like, well, girl, what are you doing right now? Why are you learning about safety and trying to, get into construction? I said, because we need to be building our communities and making a difference. If no one else is standing up to do it, then we can't do it, right? People are are you going to let the world pass you by, or are you going to be a part of the change that you need to be? And it goes into the mental. So I was listening to a story, and I'm not sure if you heard about it, but there's a young girl. She was 19 years old. She was working in a Walmart in Canada. And she was working by herself. They don't know all the details. But she walked into a furnace and an oven, and it cooked her to death. It cooked her, right? No one knows what happens. No one knows what's going on. But this girl now is no longer with us. Now, we know we have to take certain precautions when we put ourselves into a situation that could possibly end our lives. And every time I get ready to do something, I think about that fiery furnace that I dealt with. Just like how that woman was burnt alive. I think about what I had to go through to get to where I'm at today. That fiery furnace was me. Just like that girl was burnt inside, I was burnt on the inside. And we have to remember that there is something out here that's trying to destroy us, and that's a spiritual battle. And if we pay attention to those signs, right? Those safety precautions that God has given us, our intuition to make a difference and make a change, you may get burnt and it may cost you your life. So I'm here to tell you today, like, don't wait. I know you have signs as that you need to make a change for your life, whether mentally, physically, spiritually, any way possible. Don't wait. Don't wait.
That is good. That is good. That is good. So tell us, what are you doing right now, making that change, taking all that you've been through and putting it into something? Like, what are the groups you're a part of, the initiatives that you're doing?
So I am a part of Black Girls Run, which I've been a part for such a long time. It's been part of my journey, but I'm the ambassador here in Phoenix.
Oh, mama.
I'm part of Latinas Run, as well as I'm a part of...
I think she's ready to go play.
Black Run Club, which are local run groups here in the Valley that support healthy living. And I'm surrounding myself with people that are going to help me and encourage me. Because we know sometimes people don't want to get up and run, or they don't want to get up and walk. But there's people out there that really do. And it doesn't mean you have to run. It's just being surrounded with people that want to have that healthy lifestyle. That's what I'm doing for the physical. And okay, yes, you're singing, yes.
I said she's sharing too.
And for the spiritual, I'm involved with some churches in the Valley. My home church is First Institutional Baptist Church, Pastor Warren H. Stewart. Thank you so much, Pastor, for always being there. I also am a member of Faith Christian Center, and I do their small groups. Shout out to Raise Women Warriors. We are here. They're here with me today. They have been so instrumental in my life. It's good to have a good prayer warrior team.
It is.
Locally in Maricopa. Okay. Here we go. Here is your pen of choice. I know what you want. And I am a part of Blaze Christian Development Ministries. Bishop Dion Hill is over the ministry there. And just being connected with individuals that are going to help you push you is so important. It doesn't mean you have to go to church every Sunday. It's just being connected with people that are going to pray for you. They're going to be there for you if you need something. You can reach out to them. And so that is how I've made it. And then, okay.
So she want to go play. Little mama. She is adorable.
Check on your mental health. One of the things that they gave me while I was going through treatments is they set me up a psychologist for free.
Yeah.
And this psychologist not only worked with me, but worked with my family.
That's good.
Worked with everybody connected to me, my doctors. They were able to connect with my doctors to find out like what pain I was dealing with, any bouts of like depression or anxiety. And they worked with me to try to make sure that I had a full holistic care during my whole entire service. So I recommend that you get that counseling work, get that psychology, because when you go through life situations, you're not alone.
Yeah.
God gives us that, but we also need to make sure that we're doing what we need to do for our mental health. So important. And time to journal. I take time to read my word and I pray daily. I pray, girl, at least 10 times a day. I'm on my head, because if it wasn't for God,
yes, I'm trying to tell you,
make it through, this morning, let alone a whole day. I can get to Tampa Garage, put my whole breakfast on the top of the car, and I drove off with it on top of the car. And I was like, what the? But that's how easy we know that we need a little bit of help. And I said, God, I know you can provide a way for me today. I live my breath, but he gonna provide. So
that is so good. Yes. I'm telling you, he guards us all. We can't do nothing without him. Yes, girl. I know. And you still got little ones, man. God bless, because I remember them days and going through, this trial, girl, you look good. That's all you look good. And I am so glad that you're here and you're strong, not even like physical, but mental, and you're spiritual, you stand girded, and that's good. And that's what we have to do through these tough times. Seriously.
One of my favorite scriptures is Psalms 91. Are you familiar with that?
Oh, baby. I was introduced to Psalms 91.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I was introduced to that so many years ago. That is the strength chapter is what I call it.
Yes. I just want to read a little bit from
you sure can.
So they can know how I make it through. I say this anytime I need that strength and stability that we talked about, that resilience to keep going.
Yes.
And I'm going to start at verse number 1. It says, those who live in the shelter of the Most High.
Hold on, Crystal. You went out again. Crystal, can you hear me? She can't hear me.
He will shelter you with his wings. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I was trying to catch you. We couldn't hear you. Had went out for a little bit.
Okay. Let me, should I start over?
Please do.
Those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. This I declare about the Lord. He alone is my refuge, my place of safety. He is my God, and I trust him. For he will rescue you from every trap and protect you from deadly disease. He will cover you with his feathers. He will shelter you with his wings. His faithful promises are your armor and protection. Do not be afraid of the terrors of the night, nor the arrow that flies in the day. Do not dread this disease that stalks in the darkness, nor disaster that strikes midday. Though 1,000 fall at your side, though 10,000 are dying around you, these evils will not touch you. Just open your eyes and see how the wicked are punished. If you make the Lord your refuge, he will make the Most High your shelter.
Amen. Yes, that has, man. I try to read that at least once a week. That's gotten me through some tough times. I actually went through a bump in my life many years ago, and actually the attorney that I had, that I had to fight a case, introduced me to that book, Psalms 91. And he was a Black man, and he was a saved Black man, and I forgot what, but God placed him in my life. It was crazy how it added up to him. But yes, that's how I got introduced to Psalm 91 many years ago. Yeah.
Well, like what you there, and you are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely.
Thank you. So any last words, how people could get in contact with you, or things you want to share with them to get involved in?
Yes, so you can contact me on Instagram, Get Fit with Crystal. That's my main page. I also have a page for my my business as well that I'm working on. It's a platform just to share God's message on a whole nother level. I have a website. It's getinspiredwithcrystal.com. You can catch it there. As far as for involvement in the communities, you can, if you're a woman and you want to join us on the pavement, we have a Facebook group. It's I can't even talk right now. Black Girls Run Phoenix. Thank you so much for putting that up down as well. And then Latinas Run Phoenix are the two groups. There's also a couple other groups I'm a part of that you want to connect with me, I can share with you. And then also be on the lookout for my YouTube channel that's coming soon, as well as getting things going on all my social media. I'm also on TikTok, so you can find me there.
Sweet. And what's your website again?
Get Inspired with Crystal.
Get Inspired with Crystal. Nice.
Yes. And I just want to encourage everyone, remember where your hope comes from, where your love comes from, and that's from God. No matter what you have to go through in life, we can make it with him. And when you feel like you are just at your worst, I just encourage you to just ask him, just humbly and graciously, and God will deliver you through. I am a living witness to that every single day. I don't care what my situation is. I give honor to him, and he pushes me and keeps me going. Cancer, moving with love, moving with grace because of him. And I love you guys so much. Thank you, Dawn, so much.
Oh,
and
so welcome.
Sharing, keep loving, just keep
yes.
Don't be afraid to share your story with somebody, because you don't know what it can do for you. And
Thank you. This is amazing. And that's what this platform is about. It's about sharing other stories. Thank you, Gigi. It's about sharing other stories with people so they could push through, so they know they're not alone, so they can start their healing journey. That's what my basis of this, and to share God's word, because he ain't nothing without him. I know I'm not. He guides me, and I'm here to spread his word. This is a platform he gave me to do all this, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for you, and thank you for giving up some of your time. I tell all my guests, our time is precious, and we don't get it back. And I thank you. Thank you for it. My Resilience family, thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Man, today was just inspirational for me, because I have to do better. I really do need to do better with my inside, with my health, my physical health. And just kicking in the butt. You know what I'm saying? And get it together, because I got some elements. I don't talk much about it because I'm just not. But I have to do better. And you just helped me with that, Crystal. So I could do better in that realm. Because you just never know. And I do want to be here. I do want to be here. I want to be here for my daughters. Yes. And guys, she mentioned journaling. I have a journal on Amazon, y'all. Resilience journal. Go get it. Please journal. Write some thoughts out.
Yes. Positive. We just got to keep going. And I just want to say to all the followers of Dawn, she is a true warrior. She is just and I'm so thankful to have met you. And it's just by chance that we met, remember? And and God just brings people together right when we need. So it is not by accident. And I just want you guys to encourage to follow her, to share her page.
Thank you.
Her journey, because we are all a part of God's people. And the more that we share, the more people help. If you want to rededicate your life, you need something to go to, reach out, connect. You don't matter where you are. There's a church close to you. You want to get online. A lot of these churches are online too. I just want you to be loved and know that you are not alone. You have somebody that cares for you and always there. It's just, God does not make any mistakes.
I'm trying to tell you.
Listening, it's not a mistake that you're here today. It's not a mistake. Your life has value and importance, and it has a specific purpose for you.
Yes. My God. I'm about to get all teary-eyed. Okay. All right. No emotions right now. No. Those are good emotions. But yes, I thank you. Resilience family. Thank you all guys for tuning in. Ones that's watching, listening. You can hear this later. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, guys, please go tune in. iHeartRadio, catch it on YouTube, and subscribe, comment, guys, talk to me. Resilience7781@gmail, guys. Send me your prayers requests. I'm here, trust me. You all may not know, but I get in my prayer closet, guys, and I'm praying for all. because you don't know it, but God knows it. And that's what I'm here for. As she did say, I'm a prayer warrior. I'm an intercessor. That's what I love doing. That's what God put me here to do. So talk to me, chime in. It's okay. I am here for you. Crystal girl, I thank you. I thank you again.
Give honor and glory to God.
And my resilience family, guys, I want you to always, always stay well, guys. Stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. Because God got you.
Yeah.
God got you. And stay resilient.
Yes.
Stay resilient, guys. I love you. I love you.
Be blessed. Come on, girl. You got this.
Till next time, guys. Love you.